Manifestation is broken, and it has been broken for 2,000 years. Vision boards, affirmations, lucky numbers, the universe sending you a Tesla. It does not work, and there is one quote, written before the word manifestation even existed, that explains exactly why and how to actually do it. Here is what nobody wants to admit about manifestation. You can chant affirmations into a mirror for 10 years and your life will not change. You can build the most beautiful vision board on the planet and wake up tomorrow exactly where you are today. You can meditate on your dream car for an hour every morning and that car will never appear in your driveway. Why? Because manifestation, the way most people teach it, is missing the most important word in the entire process. The word that makes the difference between a fantasy and a future. And almost no one talks about it. 2,000 years ago, a Roman philosopher named Seneca wrote a single sentence that contains the entire blueprint for getting what you want out of life. It is a sentence so famous that it gets quoted in business books, sports speeches, and graduation ceremonies, and almost everyone misses what it actually means. Today, I'm going to break this quote down, word by word. I am going to show you why modern manifestation fails, and I am going to give you the Stoic version that actually works. This is going to be uncomfortable if you have ever watched a manifestation video. But by the end, you will never see goal setting the same way again. Here is the quote. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. Read it again. Let it sit for a second. Most people hear this quote and nod. They put it on a coffee mug. They share it on LinkedIn. They forget it in 5 minutes because they are missing the point. This quote is not motivational. It is mathematical. It is a formula. And the formula has 2 variables, preparation and opportunity. Notice what is missing. There is no visualizing. There is no raising your vibration. There is no trusting the universe. There is no writing it down 369 times. Just 2 words, preparation and opportunity. And here is what almost everyone gets wrong. They obsess over the second word, the opportunity, the break, the moment, the right person walking into their life, the viral video, the perfect job opening. They wait for opportunity like it is a bus that runs on schedule. But Seneca knew the truth. Opportunity is not the variable you control. Opportunity is the variable you cannot control. Opportunity is what the Stoics called externals. Things that happen to you, not things you do. There is only one variable in this equation that you actually own, and it is the one nobody wants to do the work for. Let us talk about why modern manifestation does not work. Walk into any bookstore and you will find 100 books promising you the secret to manifesting your dream life. They will tell you to write your goals down, to visualize them every morning, to act as if they are already true, to raise your vibration, to align with the universe. And here is the dirty truth. Most of those techniques have been tested in psychology labs, and the results are devastating. Studies on visualization have shown that people who fantasize about their goals are actually less likely to achieve them. Why? Because the brain experiences the visualization as if it were real. You get the dopamine hit of imagining the outcome, and then you have less drive to actually pursue it. Vision boards trick your brain into feeling like you have already done the work. Affirmations make you feel good without making you any more capable. This is what Seneca understood that the manifestation gurus do not. You cannot summon opportunity by focusing on it. Opportunity does not arrive because you wished hard enough. Opportunity arrives constantly, every single day. Opportunity is everywhere. The problem is not that you do not have enough opportunity. The problem is that when opportunity arrives, you are not ready to recognize it. You are not ready to seize it. You are not ready to execute on it. Because you spent your time visualizing the outcome instead of building the capacity to handle the outcome. A man who dreams of being a writer but never writes will not recognize the opportunity to publish when it arrives. A woman who dreams of running a business but never learns to sell will not recognize the opportunity when a customer appears. A person who dreams of love but never works on themselves will not recognize the right partner when they walk into the room. Opportunity is always there. The question is, are you? Here is what Seneca actually taught, and it is the opposite of everything you have been told about manifestation. Stop focusing on the outcome. Start focusing on the cause. The Stoics had a phrase for this. They called it, "Fortune favors the prepared mind." And the entire Stoic philosophy is built around one radical idea. The only thing you can control in this universe is yourself. Your thoughts, your actions, your discipline, your preparation, everything else. The outcome, the timing, the people, the breaks, the recognition is outside your control. And the moment you start chasing outcomes, you are setting yourself up for suffering. But the moment you start engineering your preparation, you become unstoppable. Marcus Aurelius did not become emperor by writing his goal in a journal. He became emperor by spending 2 decades training, studying, and preparing for the role. By the time the opportunity arrived, he was so prepared that the role fit him like skin. Seneca did not become one of the wealthiest men in Rome by visualizing wealth. He became wealthy by mastering rhetoric, law, and philosophy so completely that emperors needed his counsel. Epictetus was born a slave. He did not manifest his way out. He spent every spare moment studying philosophy until his knowledge became so valuable that even after he was freed, students traveled across the empire to learn from him. These men did not visualize their futures. They built themselves into the kind of people their futures required. That is the Stoic method. And it is exactly what Seneca meant by his quote. Preparation is not the boring part of manifestation. Preparation is manifestation. Preparation is the only part of the equation you control. And when you take preparation seriously, opportunity will find you. Not because the universe is sending it, because you have made yourself impossible to ignore. Quick pause. If this is hitting different, hit subscribe. Episode 6 is going to break down something even more controversial. And download the Becoming Stoic app. Link in the description. It is free, and it is the daily reminder system the Stoics would have built if they had iPhones. Now back to it. So, how do you actually apply this? Let me give you the Stoic Manifestation Protocol. It is 4 steps. It is simple, and it is more powerful than any vision board you will ever build. Step 1. Define what you would be. Not what you want to have. Not what you want to get. Who do you want to become? A writer? A leader? A parent? An athlete? Get specific. Strip away the outcome and focus on the identity. Step 2. Reverse engineer the preparation. What does that person know? What can that person do? What skills, what knowledge, what discipline does that version of you require? Write it down. Be brutal. Be specific. Step 3. Execute daily, not weekly, not when you feel inspired. Daily. Build the smallest version of the practice and do it without negotiation. Marcus wrote in his journal every night. Seneca read every morning. Epictetus taught every day. There is no shortcut. There is only the practice. Step 4. Forget the outcome. This is the hardest step. You have to release attachment to when, how, and whether the opportunity arrives. Because the moment you become attached to the outcome, you start making decisions out of desperation. And desperation is the enemy of preparation. Do these 4 steps for 1 year and tell me what happens. You will not need to manifest anything. You will become someone manifestation cannot ignore. Here is the cruel irony of modern manifestation. The more you obsess over the outcome, the less prepared you become. The more you visualize the result, the less you build the cause. The more you chant affirmations, the less you take action. You are training yourself to want without doing, to dream without becoming, to wait without working. Seneca knew, 2,000 years ago, sitting in Rome, watching emperors rise and fall, he knew that luck was not random. Luck was not a gift from the gods. Luck was what happened when a prepared person stepped into a moment they had spent years getting ready for. So stop manifesting your goals. Start preparing for them. Stop visualizing the outcome. Start building the cause. Stop waiting for opportunity. Start becoming the kind of person opportunity rushes toward. If this changed something in you, leave a comment with the word prepared. I read every single one. And if you want a daily Stoic reminder system in your pocket, download the Becoming Stoic app. Free. Link is in the description. Subscribe, because Forbidden Meditations Episode 6 is coming. And we are going to talk about something the self-help industry will never tell you. I will see you there.